you may be interested in how we came up with the logo and the concept for the space. Several months ago, we met a company called Cochran Creative out of New York. This is without a doubt the most interesting, innovative, and creative marketing and social media company that I've ever been associated with. Our first task was to identify what primary markets we were going after. And for us, it was the 18 to 22-year-olds, the college student. Our secondary market were 16 to 18-year-olds, the high school market. People that would be attractive and need the type of skills and type of abilities that we're developing in our students. The interesting thing about this generation, in fact both of these generations, is they have an enormous amount of time on their hands that they like to fill with a bunch of different activities. And for the most part, these activities are things such as the Xbox, Facebook, Twitter, texting, and a lot of other things that on the surface don't add a lot of value, and in fact, if you look deeper, they don't add a lot of value. Our goal was to try to convince them to move other things into this empty space. Things such as critical thinking skills and activities that promote that. Lessons in leadership, entrepreneurship, consulting. The second thing that we understood about this group is they're very concerned with transparency. Whether it's a government agency, whether it's corporations, they like to see what they're getting. The third thing that's interesting about this group is the simplistic approach that they take to just about everything, especially with design. This group came up on the iPhone. This group grew up on things that had no instructions and one button, but they could process a tremendous amount of data, including phone calls, data, and text. So whatever we did had to be simple. When we looked at this, and we looked at we were trying to fill a space that was typically used for Xbox, Facebook, Twitter, and the like, and we wanted to replace that activity with things that were valuable, the critical thinking, the leadership, entrepreneurship, and consulting, we decided to come up with a very clean box that represented that space. And of course, the logo itself, written in the space, described and showed what that space represented. The other two things, the simplicity and the transparency, were also embedded into the logo. As you can see, the only thing that makes this logo visible is the black line, the black box, and actual text of the space. Every time it goes on something, the background, what's behind it, is visible. It's incredibly transparent. And I think you'll agree, it's very simple. So there you have it. A logo that represented the 18 to 22-year market well. One that was transparent, one that was clear, one that was minimalist in design and approach. Hope you enjoy the rest of the evening, and we hope to see you soon.